Okay guys, good morning. Guess what today is? Project day. Just let the ladies out. We just got home from Home Depot. I gave them a snack. They have forgiven me for leaving them in this morning. And we are about to get started. There's some wood. We're about to whip that saw out and frame in the entryway to the coop. And that way we'll frame in some hardware cloth. We'll be able to leave the door open at night because, I mean, we're in the South. The humidity is high, the heat, especially when the girls are up high. So that is going to help so much to keep these girls cooler. Did you just see something? In the summer. So, you know, got a lot of big-bodied girls and they can easily overheat, and we don't want that. Now, let's take a little intermission before we get started. And look at these little babies. She is my sweetest girl. You are so precious. But you can't come out. I am a little bit afraid that I might have a rooster. I'm not sure. We are at 4 weeks old. And Caroline, over there in the corner, I am starting to see some wattle already. You know, under the chin that's a little pink. So that is, I don't know, that's a sign. So hopefully, well, I will say this, it's always contradictory unless it's very obvious, because they say also that if they feather early, then that leans toward being a hen. Well, that one was the first one to feather, so I'm just hoping for the best because I don't need a rooster. I can't have a rooster, right? You guys, y'all are so precious. So anyway, guys, we're going to get started on our project that I am super excited about. So I'm going to go wrangle these babies and stay tuned. Hi, guys. Okay, today is the day. We have finished our project. It's up. It's installed. It looks fantastic. So without further ado, I'm going to turn this camera around and let you see what we've done. There it is. It looks fantastic. I'm so pleased with how it turned out. So if you haven't been watching our channel and you've not heard me mention this before, our coop is a single car garage, and what we've decided to do for added ventilation is to put this hardware cloth door on the front of the coop so that our girls in the heat of the summer can have as much ventilation as they need. Now there is a garage door. It's behind this, fully opened obviously. It can still shut, but because we're in the South, when we get into the heat of summer, it's very, very, very warm. So this is going to be a game changer. The functionality of it is going to be, it's going to be everything I hoped for. The only thing we have left to do, we're going to have a latch here in the center. We've got a different kind of latch at the bottom. We're going to put one more of those up at the top. I know it might be a little bit of overkill, but I just want to make sure something can't come along. We'll you know, have a carabiner in that so it'll latch at night. But we still have to add another latch up at the top. But over here on all of the edges, we have to trim this out and sandwich this hardware cloth between two pieces of wood. So we're going to have to go around the whole, you know, framework of that. We couldn't go ahead and do it because Home Depot didn't have any furring strips. So we got to get that. That's the only thing left to do. We won't be using this obviously yet because it is still pretty cool at night and the chicks are still young. So, you know, we're going to wait for them to get a little bit older before we start leaving this open. But this is going to be so functional and so good for keeping the coop aired out in the summer, for keeping ventilation and airflow. We have a window inside on the left, and that is also going to get a framed in screen like this with the hardware cloth. So that will go right there. And then we might, haven't decided yet, add a screen, well, the hardware cloth onto this door. So look at those sweet little babies out there. So if we do that, I mean, this thing will be opened up to the great outdoors, but predator proof at the same time. So there is the finished project. I think all total, if you are interested in trying something like this, it basically is nothing but 2x4s and 1/4-inch hardware cloth. We already had the hardware cloth, so we didn't have to buy that. I don't know how much that would have been, honestly. It's 14 feet of 4-foot wide hardware cloth, and we, like I said, we already had that. The money that we have in the 2x4s and the hardware, the latches and the hinges, is currently probably $90 maybe. Once we go and buy the furring strips to sandwich the hardware cloth in the middle, you know, we'll have probably a little bit over $100 in this. So I think for what we've gotten, that is a very good price. So if you are interested in doing something like this, you can do it pretty inexpensively. And this is going to improve the quality of their life, I know, so much, because it is going to be hot in there in the summertime. And that is going to help tremendously. So if you guys are enjoying our content and you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button so you can watch us do our future projects, because I've got another one coming up, and keep a update on our girls, how our little babies are coming along. They're 5 weeks old now and they're doing great. And I hope you guys have a great day. See you in the next video.